How do you become a unicorn in your space? This is a question that I get quite a bit. If you've been around the coaching space, consulting space for a little bit, the online entrepreneur space, you've noticed that everybody's like, I got to find my niche. You've got to niche down. The riches are in the niches. You've probably heard that a lot. And while that is true, and you do want to have a niche, what is happening is so many people have gotten stuck. You might identify with this. You've become a little bit bogged down because you're like, how do I differentiate myself? I am a energy healer, or I am a Facebook ads guy, or I am somebody who helps people with sales. Whatever it is, you're probably like, how do I differentiate myself? And I've seen people get really stuck because they're like, I don't feel like I'm different enough yet. I don't feel like I know enough yet to stand out on my own. This is a question that I had from a client this week. We were on a call and she has a 4-year degree in nutrition. On top of that, she has gone through 2 different certification classes. So she's got plenty of stuff to stand on, right? And she was like, well, how do I differentiate myself? There are so many people out there that are doing nutrition, they're doing weight loss, and they're doing menopausal work. She works with a lot of women that are 45 to 60. And here's the thing. There are 8.2 billion people in the world. That was the count that I saw when I Googled it. Out of that, you only need to reach 1,000 people. If you haven't read 1,000 True Fans, it is an article that I highly recommend you reading. If you Google it, it will come up. Here's the thing though, people don't buy from you because you are super different. Sure, that happens once in a while, the Atkins diet or something really new, flash in the pan. But in reality, in real life, people buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. Everybody's looking for the outcome. I want to lose weight. Who do I know, like, and trust? I want to find a nutritionist, right, to help me overcome menopause. Who do I know, like, and trust? That's what causes people to buy from you. They're looking at something, right? So I teach webinars. There are probably 40 people out there that teach webinars. The thing is, we all have our idiosyncrasies, right? We all have things that make us stand out, we are different. I vibe differently than other people in the space. That means that when people are looking at how do I do webinars, some people are going to naturally gravitate towards me because of my mannerisms, because of where I came from, because of the stories that I tell, because they know about me. There are people out there who are going to Google who's the best person at that. And they're going to get a mixed list. A lot of times people will work with me instead of one of the really big names in the space because I'm going to give them personal attention. They also know that I get the results for people that I work with one-on-one because I have a huge testimonial database. So when you're getting started, you don't have to be super, super different. You just have to know the thing that you're doing, and you have to know it better than the people who are looking to do it. From there, you just need to put out content that shares who you are. So how do you put out that content? That's going to be the topic of another video, but really it's just about telling stories based on getting the outcomes that you get for people. So if I talk about hosting a mastermind in Paris, which I did last month, that was all built around webinars and how to fill your webinars, that gives me a whole host of stories. I can start talking about the art that I saw when I was there and we went to the Louvre. I can start talking about the catacombs. I can talk about the food. I can talk about my flight over there. I can talk about how I was treated by the French people. All of that relates to I was there to teach people how to do webinars. I can tell that story on Facebook, I can tell that story on Instagram, I can tell that story through emails, but it lets people know things about my life. I like art, I like food, I like travel, as well as the results that I got for people building their webinars. See how that works? And if you look around you, you'll see the people who are successful. It's not that they do anything that is drastically different than everybody else in their space. Chances are that it's 80-90% the same. what they do is they share their message. They get loud and they let people know who they are. So how do you become a unicorn in the space? You start sharing pieces of your personal journey. This is what separates people from the masses to becoming somebody who stands out. They share their personal journey and they relate to people. They become somebody that is known, liked, and trusted. If you have questions or comments, put it in the comments down below. I'll always respond to them. And until next time, take action, change lives, and make money. We'll see you soon.